Hello and welcome to Dad Got This, and today's episode is brought to you by Boogle. What's a Boogle? It may sound like a mythical creature from your child's storybooks, but it's not. It's something cooler, way cooler. And I'm gonna tell you about it as soon as we do the boo thing. You know, this thing. So what is a Boogle? Boogle's a company and a thing. Boogle the company is the #1 cookware company in Korea and Japan. Boogle the thing is a cookware system. It's this cookware system.
So let's see. A Boogle's a pot, a grill pan, a fry pan. It's got a handle that goes on everything. You can go in the oven. It's got a lid that stands up by itself. You can use it to make amazing foods. And when you're all done with it, it does this. How cool is that?
You get a lid. This is gonna fit on all of the pots and pans. You get a handle. This will also work on all the pots and pans. This is a cool little suction cup thing that goes on the lid. And we get a couple of these little silicone pot holders. They kind of just go right here on the edges. They're gonna help you pick things up and move them around. You get 4 of those. You get a ribbed grill pan. This has a little texture to it for giving a little texture to the food. You get a fry pan. And then you get a deep pot. This is the Boogle system. Let me show you how it all works. This is your handle. What you do, little thumb screw here, like that. Let's say you want to take your frying pan. Handle goes here. So you click, and now you have a pan with a handle. To unlock it, there's a little switch here, like that, and a button to push. Push that down, and you have now unlocked your handle. You can then use it to just pick up something. Let's say this was sitting on a burner and I wanted to pick it up. I could go like that. And now I have picked up a pan. It's just fun. So there's your basics of how it all works. I can use the handle on anything, and I can then move it from item to item, because when would you be using 2 pots with the same handle at 2 times? It's never gonna happen. And then your lid fits on all of the items. So you can steam anything, you can cover any item, grill pan, fry pan, and the big pot. But here's the coolest part about the lid. You could pick the lid up, and then you can stick the lid on the end, and it'll stand up by itself. So I don't have to figure out, okay, let me put the lid down over here somewhere. Let me figure out where to set it where it's not gonna be a problem. Nope. All I gotta do is kind of get it there on the end, and it stands up. That's awesome. I love that. And that is your Boogle cookware system. Pretty cool, right? Okay, now that everything's out here in front of us, let me tell you a little something about my kitchen. It doesn't have the most storage. It's not the biggest kitchen. So the fact that I can do this with the Boogle system is awesome. Everything fits into this tight little package. So tight that, watch this. This is my little Dutch oven. In the space that it takes me to store this, I can store a pot, a grill pan, and a fry pan with a lid that works on everything. I love it. Watch. So this is the cabinet that little Dutch oven lives in. Look how much space it takes up. The entire Boogle system sits right in front of it and takes up the same amount of space. Another thing I love about this is how non-stick it is. It's just not non-stick, it's like super non-stick, but it's a different kind of non-stick. They gave me a whole bunch of science to explain their patented technology of how they developed like these bonds that don't stick to the food a certain way to develop like smoke points and stuff like that. All I know is it basically breaks down to is cooking food normally doesn't develop carcinogens, those things that are bad for you. But cooking food in a normal nonstick pan, that's a different story. Cooking food in these nonstick pans, it's different. It's safe. I don't have to worry about it for my family. And it's like really nonstick. You'll see later. It's like a different kind of nonstick. It's like superhero nonstick. And the last thing I want to talk about before we get into some cooking, which we will get into, is how easy they are to clean up. One of the things that will absolutely stop you from cooking and getting into the habit of cooking is the problem of cleaning. Knowing that there's a giant mess waiting for you after cooking. These things clean up with zero effort. I don't know if it's the non-stick coating they got on them or whatever it is, but they clean up so easily. Okay, enough of me blabbing. Let's get into cooking and I'll show you how well they work. We're gonna make some steak and potatoes, but we're gonna make the best steak and potatoes. The first thing we need to do is fill up our pot with some water. We're gonna add a tablespoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now we're gonna go throw this on a burner and get it boiling.
Grab yourself some Yukon Gold potatoes, peel them, and cut them into chunks of about eighths.
Let's take these over to the pot.
Smash 3 cloves of garlic and just pull off the papers. Set them aside. And then mince up 3 more cloves of garlic. After the potatoes have cooked for 10 minutes, go ahead and pull them off the heat and drain them into a colander.
We're gonna let those drain off and evaporate a little bit of moisture while we work on our spices. All we're gonna do is give these a nice mince. Rosemary is a hard herb. You definitely wanna mince these nice and fine. That should be good to go. Time to grab our steak. What I have here is a very nice prime grade New York strip steak. It's about 1 inch thick. We're gonna do what's called the reverse-seared, which means we're gonna cook it at a really nice low temperature until it reaches 115 degrees Fahrenheit or 46 degrees Celsius. Once it reaches that, we're gonna pull it out, and then we're gonna sear it in a ripping hot Boohgle pan to put a great crust on it and baste it with some butter and garlic and rosemary, and it is gonna taste fantastic. And I can't wait to do that. So let's get going.
We're gonna keep the seasoning really simple on this. We're gonna hit it up with some salt, some fresh cracked pepper, and my mix of Go, which is 50% granulated garlic and 50% granulated onion.
And that's gonna be perfect. We're gonna let that guy rest for a little bit and let that salt penetrate. Now I haven't forgot about our potatoes. We are gonna take our grill pan. And because I have 2 ovens and I wanna get this done faster, I've preheated my other oven to 450 degrees or 232 degrees centigrade. And we're gonna throw the potatoes in there when they are ready and it's all done. We're gonna take our grill pan here and we're gonna throw in a nice amount of olive oil. That's probably about 5 tablespoons. We're gonna then put in all of this garlic and rosemary. And this is an induction cooktop, and yes, the Boohgle works on induction. And we're just gonna cook this for a few minutes until the garlic just starts to brown. One thing you do not wanna do is burn garlic. We're really just trying to infuse the oil with the garlic and rosemary flavors. I think we're done. We'll go ahead and strain that off. And we've got oil and a garlic rosemary mix. Now we're gonna take a bowl and take as many potatoes that looks like it's gonna fit into our grill pan in a single layer. We're gonna toss it with this oil, season it with some salt and black pepper and a hint of the Go. And then you're just gonna bang them around in there. And what you're doing is you're trying to develop what looks like almost a mashed potato texture. I'll show you. Once we get that texture, we're gonna drop them in here, push them till they're nice and flat, and then we're gonna go roast these in our 450 degree oven for at least 20 to 25 minutes. See how they look. Make sure you take the handle off when you put the pans in the oven. The handle's not the oven safe part. Our potatoes have been going for about 20 minutes or so. They're looking pretty good, so I think it's time to go ahead and get our steak going in the oven in its reverse sear. For this part, we're gonna use the fry pan. We are just gonna put a tiny bit of olive oil there. And so I know that it hits the absolute perfect temperature without having to monitor it. I'm gonna use a wireless meat thermometer. Insert it right there. And with that little probe in there, it is gonna tell me exactly when to pull this out of the oven. Let's go stick it in there. Our steak is at 115. Let's go grab it. It's not the most appetizing looking steak, is it? We'll fix that. For this next step, we are gonna take a high heat oil, something like an avocado oil. We're gonna put a good amount here in the pan, and we're gonna set it to high. When this sucker starts smoking, we're gonna start searing. No touchy. Let it go for 45 seconds to a minute. That is not the preferred flipping method. It's not what I was planning on doing. I was trying to get a peek. Crust looks good though. Trained professional, folks. Now here's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to get the edge up so I can grab it on the edge, so I can sear and get some edge searing. At this point, we can actually turn the heat off. We can add in a ton of butter, add in our garlic, and add in our rosemary. And we're gonna tip the pan, and we're gonna let that melt. Now you want a lot of butter because you do not want it to burn. If you don't have enough butter, it's just gonna burn. And we want enough to be able to then be able to scoop this butter over this steak. And this pan has retained plenty of heat. Then we're also gonna take this rosemary and we're just gonna brush it over the steak. You can even flip the steak. Brush the steak with the rosemary. All right, I am happy with that. Can't forget about our potatoes. Seriously. Have you ever seen a more beautiful thing? I don't think I have. Now we're gonna take our lovely garlic and rosemary mixture here. And then you have an absolute American classic cooked up using some fancy Korean cookware. Now I know you just want to dive right into that steak, but let it rest for at least 10 minutes. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Who's ready to try some steak? I am. See if I nailed it. Yeah. That is an absolute perfect medium rare. Tender, juicy, flavorful with that garlic, the rosemary, perfectly salted, cooked perfectly, nice crust on that steak with the pan at the high heat. That is a perfect steak. Now I want to try these potatoes. Ooh, did you hear that? Crisp. Oh my, I love steak. Those potatoes might be better than the steak. I know that's sacrilege to say, but man, those are good potatoes. They have such a crisp with a creamy texture. It's like eating a French fry on the outside with mashed potato insides. Those are fantastic. I did everything for this entire dish in the Boogle system. I purposefully left them dirty so I can show you how easy they are to clean up. Let's do that. We're at the spot that nobody likes, cleanup, but I'm gonna show you how easy this is. That's the pan we roasted all of our potatoes in. I didn't even use soap yet. I mean, look at that. This guy just pulled a little tab there, came off. I didn't really even do anything with that, so. Now this lid is really cool. It has like a silicone piece over it that you can actually pull off. So if it got like really, really dirty, this didn't, but. And then it just goes right back on. A quick little history of Boogle as a company. It was started by a dad. Dad's rule, I like that. He was looking into the dangers of nonstick cooking, and he decided to do something about it. So he started Boogle, and it became the #1 cookware company in Asia and Japan. Not bad. They also started something called the 4K Initiative, where members get to turn in their old Boogle cookware, and they get to buy new cookware at a fraction of the cost. This helps them maintain a 50% recycled content in all Boohgle cookware and keeps that stuff out of our landfill. So that is the Boohgle system. I absolutely love it. It cooks beautifully. It cleans up like nothing. It is safe for my family to use. If you'd like to know more information about it, all the information is down in the description below. I know it's a little bit of a weird name, but it's an easy link to click. And I have a very important question to ask you right now. Do you know what potatoes and tomatoes have in common? Toes. Dad may love telling bad jokes and sharing new cookware with you from all over the world, but Dad doesn't do outros. So that's it. Bye.
If you enjoyed that video, why not throw Dad a good old like and subscribe and do the notification thing, or leave me a comment about what your favorite part of this video was. That would really help Dad out, and you can go check out one of these other videos. I'm sure they're fantastic. I mean, I made them, so I'm pretty sure they're fantastic. All right, yeah, do that stuff.